So I was reading, and I shared this with the guys earlier, but I want to share it with you guys too, because I think that is really profound in how we view ourselves and our creator. So I was reading earlier, this morning, actually, probably like 3, 4 o'clock this morning, because that's the time that I'm normally up in the middle of the night and I get quiet time around that time. So I'm reading Exodus, and the book of Exodus in the Bible. And one of the things, what the book is mostly about is about Moses' interaction with Pharaoh. And Pharaoh stood out to me while Moses, was being led by God, and Moses was um doing what God asked him to do. What stood out to me the most in that was Pharaoh. Pharaoh was given time after time after time to get it right. He was given chances to do what God had asked him to do. But he refused. But one of the things in the Bible that it says is that God knew that he made him the way that he made him, so he knew what his response was going to be. So when we think about the new year, we think about out with the old, in with the new. So my question to you guys is, when you think about that phrase, out with the old, in with the new, what is it that you're going out with, and what is it that's, what's new? And are we really trying to do that? This, like you talked about earlier, we're talking about a change in one day. Like literally from December 31st, 2020 to January 1st, 2021. What's going to change in those 24 hours that you didn't have the opportunity to change in 365 days?
You know what's so crazy?
Let me ask
I,
you
I, I
this.
like that because it's one thing that you could change before the next day, and I think the only thing, and it's only one thing that matter that you can change, and really that's all you can do, and that's your perspective. The way you look at it. I was looking at his optimism quote. It was a turtle laying on his back. He's laying on his back, looking down on the sky. Like think about that. Like you laying on your back, so you looking down at the sky. Who
Mm-hmm.
look down on the sky, you know what I'm saying? Other than all things that come from above, look to the hills from where your help come. Everything that's optimistic comes from the sky. But it's like an optical illusion in the way you perceive certain things. So I think for one, I already said when I pass, I want to be cremated. But if they don't do that, I want them to bury, I want to be in my casket face down because I want to see where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be, I'm not gonna look down on where I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, we look up. You know what I'm saying? So the only way you can do that is to be, you know what I'm saying, placed in a position in where you going. So it's like I don't believe in trying to change overnight other than my perspective. If you look at all the last year, right, and just reverse it, it's better.
Yeah.
All you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? If you look at everything that went wrong, I say everything or anything in your life that you feel like is wrong, reverse it. Because everybody knows the definition of crazy, doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. So perspective to me is the only thing that I plan on changing going forward. I mean, I already did it with this drink. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ahead of
Yes.
the curve.
I look at that as, you say you got all of this from Exodus. And
Exit.
think about think about that. Exit us. Exit us.
Mm-hmm.
Exodus, exit us. So you are leaving
Leaving.
us. So out with the old and with the new. I don't think that you should be that way, out with the old and with the new. Because the old brought you to where you are today.
Mm.
And the
Yes.
old of whatever old means to you, it's going to carry on into creating something new. So it should never be out with the old and with the new. It should be reshaping the old, building for new.
Love it.
Mm. Oh, and even the segue off of that,